Hey everybody, it's your pal Sal from Sal Dougie's House of Cards, and today is Saturday, May 6th, and I am going to the Oak Creek Card Show for the first time. So super excited to go check out a new card show. I'm going to meet up with Zach and Porter there, so that's pretty exciting. I know Zach has a stack of cards for me. He sent a trade on TCDB, listing all the cards that Zach and Porter have for me. So I got a preview on what they got for me. So super excited about that. They said not to get them anything, but I just can't. I don't think I can go that route. So I do have something pretty cool for them. I will give this to them before the video hits YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and preview here as well. And it is this. It's a scorecard actually. It's a print, a limited edition print. 72 were made, and this artist during the pandemic made. I'm trying to get a good picture. Let's go over here. Okay, made some scorecards. The Brewers and the White Sox played a home and home series, and the Brewers won 3 of 4 of those. This artist made these sketches of the scorecards. If you look inside, there's some like character drawings, and it's hard to pick up, but you can see on this sheet here, they did score the games. So the Brewers took 3 of 4. This is from the one that the White Sox won. So I'm splitting this out from the set. I want Zach and Porter to have it. I think it's a cool memorabilia, kind of unique. I mean, these illustrations. See if I can get not getting a great look at it, but the illustrations in it are pretty great. So super excited to see Zach and Porter. Super excited to give them this for their collection, and super excited to go check out a new card show. So just about to head out from Madison. Mrs. Sal Dougie is coming with. We're making it a multi-event thing. We're going to go visit some family while we're in the area. But can't wait to report back with the findings, show off the cards that Zach and Porter have for me. And I will talk to you all once I have some cards to show. Okay, well, several days have passed. It's been a pretty busy week for me at work and at the house of one Sal Dougie. So finally getting a chance to sit down and shoot some video and go through what I picked up at the Oak Creek Card Show this week. So it was a great card show. I had an absolute blast. It was a little bit further from my house than I thought, and I kind of got turned around a little bit with the finding the card show, but I made it there a little bit later than I had hoped. But I did make it there, and I was able to spend almost 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, at the card show. Right when I got in, I met up with Zach and Porter, so that was great. They were already at the show, and we found each other and said hello and traded some items. The scorecard that I showed in the intro video, and then they had a pretty significant number of cards for me. So I'm actually going to do an entire video on what Zach and Porter gave me at the card show. So today we'll just be looking at what I purchased, and then in the future I'll break down all those great cards that Zach and Porter gave me. But regardless, we hung out together at the card show. We walked around. They showed me some of their favorite tables, including the circle table, which I thought was pretty hilarious and a great table. And yeah, it was just great hanging out with those two and picking out cards and kind of just talking and chatting and suggesting cards to each other as we dug through bargain boxes, of which there were more than plenty at the Oak Creek Card Show. It was a great bargain box show. I could have stayed all day, but I did have some personal commitments that day. So it was great. It was a great time while I was there, and I got through, like I said, a lot of bargain boxes. Almost every table had one. It was just seemed like part of the spirit of the show, which was really cool. But the first thing I picked up here, so I did pick up from, I think, 4 vendors. And the first thing I picked up here is some sealed product. So there are 3 packs each: Fleer 94 baseball and Score 94. So getting ready for that MLB strike. And we'll go ahead and open those another day when I have kind of that wax itch. I'll go ahead and tear those out and we'll find out who's in there. But that was one purchase, and that was the first one. And these were just 50 cents a pack too. They're usually $1 a pack at the other shows that I go to. So that was cool to see a little bit cheaper price on it. So I did, like I said, pick up these 6 packs, and we'll have fun looking at those in the future. The next vendor I purchased from here, These were in a quarter box. I didn't buy a ton, so I think we held at the quarter price, so no price break on these, but some pretty cool cards. Regardless, some basketball cards to kick us off here. This is from 92 Skybox. Dikembe Mutombo rookie draft pick card. That's a cool card. Nice picture of Dikembe. And then another Skybox, this one a little bit earlier, this is from 1990, also a rookie, also a draft pick, and that is Gary Payton. So kind of always love these funky Skybox cards with the weird patterns in the background. So that was cool. Did not have that one, picked that up. And then from 2008, 2009, Upper Deck first edition, got this cool Chris Paul Star Quest, which is a cool looking card. I do have some Star Quest, like Brewer Star Quest for baseball, but no, this is my first basketball. And then, yeah, it's got kind of the green background. It might be, yeah, you can see it there. And then that, when I put it into Trading Card Database to figure out which one the green was, it was that first edition. So that's a cool card. They got a few baseball from this vendor. We got from 2022, Topps Chrome. I think this is from Update, Byron Buxton. So that's a cool card. Got from 2019, Panini, Leather and Lumber. Big Papi. And then from 2019, all the same set, actually. I didn't realize that until just now. This is a cool card. This one, a different insert. And that is Slugfest, Jose Abreu. So that's a cool White Sox card. I actually offered that one to Porter, but Porter had that one already. So make a fine addition to my White Sox PC. And then from 2015, Panini, Stars and Stripes. We got Francisco Lindor, pictured from the 16 and under national team. So that's a super cool card. And I actually did pick up an additional card from this vendor that I did give to Porter, and that was a Nolan Arenado Cardinals kind of like insert card that looked really cool. And Porter has a Cardinals PC, and I do not. Well, that's not true. I do, but Porter's more passionate about his in the other direction. So, I gave that one to Porter. I'll link Zach and Porter's video from the Oak Creek Card Show in May, and you can see that card along with the scorecard, and then all of Zach and Porter's great pickups as well. So super fun. And that was from vendor number 2. From vendor 3, these came from the Circle table, which I still think is hilarious. It was just a guy that was kind of sitting with all his tables around him. He had tons of boxes, tons of dime boxes, and yeah, kind of just in the middle of his circle of cards. And he had some outstanding deals. These actually came out of a box that said 10, or it was a dime box, so 10 for $1. And I kind of just kept going and not really counting. And I ended up, I think, with 16 before I had to leave. And he just rounded it all up to $1. So these are actually less than a dime. Some cool stuff in here. This one from 2012 Panini Cooperstown. The ball Cy Young used, or a ball that Cy Young used in the first World Series or Modern World Series in 1903. So I think that's cool. I like those historical marking cards. Fascinated with Cy Young for sure. So that was a cool pickup out of that dime box. From this one, let's see, this is from 1993 Fleer XL. It's a Garrett Anderson Vancouver Canadians All-Star card. So I love those minor league cards. Thought Garrett Anderson was a pretty cool player, and he definitely was a World Series champion with the Angels. So that is a cool pickup. From 2000 Topps, Craig Biggio. Just don't have a ton of non-Brewers from the 2000 set. So I figured I'd grab the Biggio when I found it in there. This one from 1994 Donruss. This might be a Leaf. Yeah, this is Leaf. This is 1994 Leaf. This is the Gold Leaf rookies or whatever. This one is the Carlos Delgado. So I always love those pictures of Carlos Delgado in the catching gear. I think those are super cool. So grab that one. Next, from 1997 Bowman Nomar. It's the Bowman International, so it's got that American flag behind Nomar. Super cool pickup. This next one from 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter Chrome. It is comedian Charlie Berens, who is a legendary Wisconsin comedian, super popular right now. Got his card in that Allen and Ginter set, so I had the paper base of this one and then found the chrome one in the box, so that was cool. Then back to some more baseball here. A couple from 2005 Topps. This is super cool. It's a Jacoby Ellsbury rookie draft pick from the base set. Again, that was less than a dime for Jacoby. And then also from that same set, this one, Roberto Alomar on the Devil Rays. So that's a cool card. Did not know that Roberto Alomar had a stint with the Rays, so snap that one up. Then we got from 1996 Fleer Skybox. This is a cool card. It's a Randy Johnson card. Postseason glory, winning efforts, or game-winning efforts. It's got some cool foil here on Randy's name and the Fleer logo. You can kind of see that on the video there. And it's got, I think that's Yankee Stadium in the background there, and some of the New York, I don't know, not exactly the skyline, but some New York cityscape in the background. So cool image on this one. 3 pictures of Randy there, and on the back it talks about that game. So let's see here. Seattle pinned its playoff hopes on Randy, the game's tallest player. Came up big in big games. Johnson got the Mariners into the AL Divisional Series with a 3-hit, 12-strikeout performance against California in a 1-game playoff. He then made sure they won that series by pitching 3 innings of 1-hit relief on 1 day's rest to a decisive Game 5 victory versus New York. So, again, that's why Yankee Stadium in the background of that Randy Johnson card. And then here, this one's from 2009 Upper Deck. This is an insert signature skills. It is Francisco Rodriguez. So K-Rod, that's a great K-Rod card. And it calls out his signature skill being his slider. So I always loved watching K-Rod when he was on the Brewers with that wipeout slider. So cool Mets K-Rod there. This next one's going to be a little bit hard to see on the video, but it is a cool card. It is from, I'm not sure the year on this one. It's a Denny's Grand Slam hologram, and it's the ones where the whole card is like the hologram. So I'll do my best to make, it's not too bad on the video. There we go. You can kind of see Greg Vaughn on there. So Greg Vaughn, Denny's Grand Slam hologram. Love those kind of food, restaurant, cross-branding, whatever. So that's a cool pickup. And then I've got one here. Actually, I think these next two are both from 2022 Topps Stadium Club. We got the Robin Yount throwback. Pretty sure either Zach or Porter found actually this one, and then the next two, those were ones that they had dug out from the boxes they were digging out at the circle table, and they passed those along as cards I might want. So that was a lot of fun trying to fish out cards for each other. So then the next one out of that same 2022 Stadium Club set is Christian Yelich. That's a great photo, per usual, from Stadium Club, but we got Yelly diving for a catch there, and he has lost his hat, so kind of a funny look there. And then from the 2022 Topps Chrome, we got Corbin Burns. And then this one is from 1994 Classic. It is Classic Gold. Jeff D'Amico, first-round draft pick of your Milwaukee Brewers. So D'Amico, kind of a cool player when it was all said and done, and a cool find there. And then the last one that I picked out from the circle table was from 2022 Topps Minor League Heritage, Jackson Chourio in his Carolina Mudcats uni there. So Jackson, I think, is the #1 prospect in Major League Baseball currently. If not, he's in that top 5 and has been for a little while. So future Brewers great Jackson Chourio. So awesome pickups. All of those, like I said, whatever, 16 goes into $1, but less than a dime each. Probably 7 cents. And so those were the cards from the circle table. And then the cards I picked up, this was the last of the vendors. And these were out of a quarter box, but the vendor did round them down to 20 cents each. So I did find one cool basketball card there, and that is this. This is from 2018-2019 Panini Prism. Frank the Tank Kaminsky, so legendary Wisconsin Badger. Not the most dominant of pro players, but he was such a star at University of Wisconsin and got the team to the NCAA championship and just had such an amazing run with the Badgers. So always on the lookout for Frank cards, and then to find this cool. This is the pink ice variant, so you can see all that beautiful shine on there that Prism is so beloved for. And then I think the rest are baseball pickups. Well, I guess this next one is from the 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter set, baseball set, but is not a card, or it's a card. It's not a baseball card. It is National Hot Dog Day card. So that was a cool pickup. I like some of those fun Allen and Ginter insert one-offs. So grab that one. Then from 2022 opening day mascot card here, Mrs. Met. So definitely love mascot cards and mascots, and my sister is a Mets fan, so I wanted to pick up that Mrs. Met card. And this next one, also not a baseball card necessarily, but it is from a baseball set. This one from 2022 Topps Heritage. It's a news flashback, and it is Battle of the Sexes tennis match. So that is the famous tennis match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. So do we get a date on that? Yep, September 20th, 1973. Billie Jean King defeats Bobby Riggs in straight sets 6-4, 6-3, 6-3 in a winner-take-all match for $100,000 at the Astrodome. That was, just one of those kind of sporting events that I was too young to actually be alive for, but, just kind of a known important moment in popular history, I guess. So that's a cool one. And then this one's from 2022 Heritage, and it is a Kevin Cash manager card for winning American League Manager of the Year. So I actually like manager cards, and I like Kevin Cash a lot too. So I thought it was cool to not only get a Kevin Cash manager card, but also one celebrating an accomplishment. So that's cool. From 2022 Topps Chrome, got a pink Ryan Mountcastle. From 2018 Topps Ben Zobrist, this is actually a rainbow foil. It's it actually picks up a little bit better on the video than it does in person with that cool Wrigley Ivy background. It does kind of mute the rainbow foil a little bit. But you can kind of get it, if you turn it, it gets the flash. So, but I love cards with the Wrigley Ivy on it. I don't have a ton of Zobrist cards, and I thought he was a really cool player, so snap that one up. This next one from, let's see here, this is 2021 Topps, I think maybe Archives or Heritage. I'm not exactly sure. I think it maybe Archives on this one. Not sure, but it is 72 World Series. It's Joe Rudi with his Game 2 home run. So like I said in other videos, the A's, especially those 70s A's, kind of a secondary favorite part of my PC. So this is cool, calling out that Game 2 performance by Joe Rudi, star of Game 2 of the World Series at the plate and in the field. Hit a third inning home run to make the difference, 2-1. And Oakland manager Dick Williams described Rudi's leaping grab of Dennis Menke's apparent home run in the 9th inning as the best catch in World Series history. So cool Joe Rudi card. Got another kind of throwback card here from the 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter set. 1972 MVP season for Dick Allen in the American League. So Dick Allen, a super cool collect in the PC. Great look with those Red Sox uniforms and those sideburns, the afro. And just such a cool player. So many cool pictures of Dick Williams out there. So snap that one up. Then from 2017 Topps, Steven Strasburg. And then this one has the All-Star Game foil on it. Let's see if we can pick that up a little bit better for the camera. There we go, 2017 All-Star Game. So I love those All-Star Game foil stamps, so grabbed that one. Another Nationals card here from 2022 Topps. This is 2021's greatest hits, and this one is for Kyle Schwarber. And this hit in particular, let's see. So for some context, Frank Hondo Howard was the only player to hit 11 home runs in a 9-game span before Kyle matched the feat in 2021. The spurt started with a 2-blast night on June 19th, accumulated. Then on the 28th, where the Washington Slugger smashed a pair of home runs against the Mets, leading off with a home run to right and then connecting again in the 5th. So I love those cards that call out specific achievements, hits, moments, games. So cool Kyle Schwarber Nationals card there. Next one from 2021, Panini Optic, Donruss Optic, whatever you want to call it. This is JT Real Muto, and it is the lime green variant. Got another Donruss one here. This is 2022 Panini Donruss, and it is Yoan Moncada. So Yoan, one of my favorite White Sox, and this one is the orange hollow. So this one I think has a little bit, you can see a little bit of color on that as well. And then from 2022 Topps, Sonny Gray, navy blue variant. So Sonny Gray off to a great start this season and one of my favorite players. So cool pickup for the Sonny Gray PC. Another one of my favorite players here. This one is from 2022 Panini Donruss also, and it is a Marcus Semien Bomb Squad, and this is like the X pattern variant, or it has some fancy name. This one deked me a little because looking at it, I thought it was a Semien Blue Jays card. Not that I wouldn't have gotten it, but I was really excited because the Blue Jays also one of my secondary PCs. And with that powder blue and Semien recently be on the Blue Jays, I just assumed it was a Jays card. But you can see here it is Rangers, and I did kind of forget the Rangers have a powder blue alternate. But regardless, great Marcus Semien Bomb Squad insert. Then we got an OPC card. This one from 2009 OPC Baseball. Big Papi. David Ortiz. So this one commemorating, this is a whole Midsummer Memories kind of sub-series here. And this one, Ortiz round tripper caps the scoring for the 2004 All-Star game, of which he was a first baseman. And on the back, in front of 41,000 plus fans at Minute Maid Park in Houston on July 13th, 2004, David Ortiz delivered a 2-run homer in the 6th that put the American League up 9-4, which would be the final score of that All-Star game. It was the first trip to the All-Star game for Ortiz, who ended up with 139 RBI that season. So very cool Big Papi insert pickup. This next card, absolutely love, and I think it's my first card in the PC for this player. It is from 2009 Topps Chrome. It is the X-Fractor for Daisuke Matsuzaka, World Series champion. And then a couple Brewers to round it out. We got from 2022 Topps. This is that 35th anniversary 87 look. Freddie Peralta, probably my current favorite Brewer, having a pretty good start to his season. And then another Brewer having an excellent start to the season, especially in that home run department. And that is from 2022 Topps Chrome, Rowdy Tellez. And this is the Pink Wave variant. So cool pickup there. So yeah, that is the haul from the Oak Creek Card Show. The May 2023 Oak Creek Card Show. Had an absolute blast. Loved the show. Wish it was closer to my house so I could go more frequently, but I'll be back. Great to see Zach and Porter. Like I said, I'll share what they gave me at the show on another video. So hope everybody enjoyed this one. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the future.